Hello, Dr. Croker here, and this is the story recap of Stros M'Kai from the Elder Scrolls Online. This is where the Daggerfall Covenant story begins. Let's get started. As you step outside the port you awakened from after escaping Cold Harbor, you run into a wood elf named Andrillion. He says he was hired by Bosek to watch after an elf, and this elf is fascinated with the dwarves. You decide to meet this elf, named Naramo, and he says he's trying to figure out a way to get inside the dwarven ruins nearby. You offer to help find 2 focusing crystals he needs. After collecting both crystals, you meet Naramo at the entrance to the ruins. The crystals are used to power an ancient mechanical spider that might be able to get the 2 of you inside.
Now to get that door open! At long last, the Zark! Come, we'll talk of our next move inside. As you see, Headman Bosek's trust in my skills was not misplaced. Nor was my faith in your prowess. Will you assist me on another task?
He asks you to take the spider and repair dwarven generators inside. Returning to Naramo, he offers you money for a second task. He says these ruins are called Zark and they contain something he wants.
Knowledge is the greatest treasure. The Dwemer guarded their secrets as a king protects his gold. In Zark, the Dwemer hid a set of schematics, mechanical drawings that I greatly desire to possess.
Going deeper, you find the bodies of previous explorers who never escaped the Zark. One of them has schematics on him, which you take for Naramo. Meeting him outside, he is pleased.
The schematics are mine at last! Splendid! This places me in your debt. I have an idea how I can repay you.
Then he gives you a tip about a planned heist, which he says you could get in on if you drop his name.
Captain Colleen. Word reaches my ears from many on Stros M'Kai, and some insist she plans a profitable heist. Look for her in the Screaming Mermaid. Tell her that you and I will assist her in this endeavor in exchange for passage on her ship.
You speak with Captain Colleen.
So tell me this, if I was planning something, why would I need you?
She agrees to give you a cut if you and Naramo both assist. She doesn't want to speak any more about it until you can meet at a more secure location. You meet in a more secure location, and she tells you it'd be helpful to recruit a few more people before you get started. One person she mentions is Crafty Larissa. As you venture out looking for her, you run into a desperate elf named Telonil. He tells you that a group of pirates called the Sea Drakes are after him.
The Sea Drakes. When it gets foggy, like last night, they play tricks with the lighthouse, lure ships aground. The Maiden's Breath, my ship, they lured us in and wrecked us.
He says Crafty Larissa is his captain, and oddly, if you want to find her, look for a monkey. Sure enough, you see a monkey in town and follow it into a house, and meet her.
What brings you to this trash pit?
She says she'll help you if you help rescue her crew. She suggests you disguise yourself as a sea drake first. You find her crew members bound in a few different places and set them free.
Choke and die, Sea Drake! I'll spit on your grave!
Since you are in disguise, you have to tell them Larissa sent you. After rescuing them, you meet Larissa at the beach and she says her first mate Daragor is still on the enemy ship, so you leave to rescue him. You find the keys in a small lockbox, then find Daragor locked up in the storeroom.
Captain Larissa never leaves anyone behind. Make sure she's safe.
Then you head to the captain's room and find that Larissa is there and she has poisoned the captain.
No, that won't happen again. Oh, she fell down. I'll just be going then. I told my crew to gather on the beach. Going to make sure they all made it out. Meet me there and we'll square up.
Once Larissa leaves, you show mercy and give the pirate captain the antidote to save her life. Then you meet crafty Larissa and her crew back at the beach again. She thanks you for your help and says she's in your debt. You return to Captain Colleen when you're ready to start the heist. She mentions Bosek, the same guy who hired the Wood Elf to ensure Naramo did his job earlier. She says the plan is to get his sailing logs, which contain notes of stolen cargo and illicit payments.
Those records are worth a fortune to King Vaharajad. They're written proof that Bosek has violated the king's order to stop raiding Breton shipping. With those papers in hand, the king can threaten to destroy Bosek if he doesn't stop.
She says the king will gladly pay for them and lays out a plan for how to get them. You now enlist the aid of those who are in your debt. Starting with Naramo, he gives you a dwarven device to help you take out the guard.
Let me know if there are any lingering effects. Twitching, mainly. I'm quite curious about the twitching.
Then, crafty Larissa offers to get you a servant's disguise and you thank her.
My pleasure. Meet me outside the palace. I'll pick out something special for you.
Moments later, you find Larissa at Bosek's palace disguised as a servant, and she gives you another disguise.
Oh yes, try these on. I'm sure they'll fit you just right. In the meantime, I'll just continue my sweep of the palace.
Snooping around, you learn where Bosek is now, and you head there to poison his drink.
About time. Ladies, entertain yourselves. I'll be right back. Everything looks funny.
He's asleep? Already? They don't usually nod off till after.
Then you take his key and head back inside. There is a guard standing directly in front of the lockbox, so you test out the dwarven device. You escape with the logs and head to the docks to meet with Captain Colleen. You hand her the logs and she is pleased.
Here you are, Tharwab, the shipping logs that show Bosek's defiance of the king's decrees.
Eager to get off the island, you board their ship to leave with them. First, the captain tells you to get to know the crew, so you talk to a few of them.
Headman Bosek is a cruel master. If Colleen will have me, I will join the Spearhead's crew.
Wonderful. Now I've been ordered to follow Naramo on another fool's errand. At least the drinks are free.
When active, Dwemer spiders have an extraordinary capacity for learning. Now I have to stop Andrillium from teaching Clanker to bring him drinks.
Having had your fill of small talk, you tell Colleen you're ready to leave.
Then we leave for Betnik, an orc island that hasn't yet joined the Covenant. I hope to change that.
When you arrive in Betnik, the captain tells you to get cozy and have a drink, since you may be here for a while. And that concludes Stros M'Kai. I hope you've had fun watching. Stay tuned for the next video in this series, Betnik. Until next time.